Yeah, g'day YouTube and everyone out there. So, happy New Year's to everyone, brothers and sisters. And so I'm going to start the New Year's off with a bit of explanation of how consciousness is and what everything really is of consciousness. So, if you remember last year, I talked about the chessboard game where I had a D.M.T experience where basically I witnessed a miracle for myself that gave me all revealing and knowing of actual all creation of consciousness and what everything is. So, I drew a picture, so I'm going to put the picture up right here now for a minute. Now, as you can see in my picture, what I've got here is basically these streets that are running down, they're made of gold. In the background, you see gates. Now, all of these buildings were made of pearl, so you've got your pearly gates reference right here. And all these little swings and buildings and everything like that. Now, for some reason, the gates open sometimes, and you can actually have light coming through the gates during the day, and the light beings that we are, the energy electromagnetic beings that we are actually moving around and doing things in the town and etc. like that. But you can notice that in the actual image, I've got a drawing there of the chessboard. Now, the chessboard is the male and the female. Like I said, the female standing one way, the male standing the other to create the positive and the negative. Now, we're telepathic beings there. And what we're doing is we're combining our telepathic consciousness into one, and we are creating this manifestation of this vibrational hologram matrix, okay? So when we get in contact with consciousness inside of this reality, what we're doing is we're getting contact with ourselves on the outside of that. That is the reason why it is to get in contact with your inner self, so to speak, and stuff like that. But in reality, we are a copy of the energy that was manifested by ourselves on the outside from the telepathic frequencies, creating this visual holographic matrix through vibrational frequency. And we are wanting to experience the physicality and the experience of the emotions and everything, like I said before, that we can't inside of the realm that we are from. So we created this holographic matrix for us to get every kind of experience and then log out. Now, when we log out, we can go back to the original chessboard realm, but for some reason the chessboard machine itself is broken. That is the reason why you get a lot of people that have after-death experiences saying about they are stuck in the machine, or they felt entrapped, or something's got us caught inside of something, is because the reference itself is to us being stuck in that chessboard machine on the outside. And as I put out before, the arms are out, the legs are out, and now you look at the references inside. What does Christ look like? Christ was stuck on a cross. You get it? He was stuck on the cross and he was nailed. There's a reference to being stuck once again. Everyone knew in the ancient past that we were playing a game, and that this actual vibrational frequency construct was nothing more than that. We had full understanding. The shamans and everyone like that knew back then that we had understanding to come in, play the game, but we never could log out. What we'd do is we'd switch, and because when you leave this actual physical matrix and time doesn't exist and everything is infinite, well, as soon as you die, you're infinitely put back into another construct of the quantum reality of the same kind of design. As this game is quantum, well, whichever way we want to go. Everything is through the thought initiative program. So when we get in contact with consciousness ourselves inside of this matrix, we are actually talking to ourselves as the light beings that are creating one conscious energy of God that we call it inside. But in reality, it is us on the outside that we are communicating to as the collective. And we are the collective inside of here. But inside of here, we are working individual when we should be working as a collective. Like the outside there, we are all individual, but we are using our conscious energy of each singularity of the light being electromagnetic frequencies, and we are sending that telepathic signal to create that one consciousness. And inside the matrix, we are individual, not using one consciousness. But we do understand the one consciousness is there, but we relay it to things like God, the highest supreme being. Everything that we experience as a supernatural is basically messages and slight hints from the outside of us trying to wake ourselves up inside, that this is the holographic game that we created for us to enjoy. Thanks. Also, what we could also fucking